to Pro League. We do have a 1-1 tie here between Jin Air, Green Wings, and Prime. Yoda surprisingly able to take the first win here for Prime against Cure. Something we definitely did not expect. All of us did vote against it and predict against it. And here we have Rogue.
The One Piece song. I love the song. 3-0 in Pro League this year. 11-10 against Protoss. Not his best matchup. Still, the song will bring him through.
You think so?
Oh, man.
You think it's going to be a song, not his play?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the song in this situation.
I agree with you, man. Ever since we added the songs, the only thing that had power here was the songs. And Rogue, though, he does have that upwards red arrow, and I feel like that encompasses a lot of things. Even though he is 5-0 in his recent games in Pro League, he's also doing well, like you mentioned, all over the place, individual leagues, online leagues, you know, you name it. This guy is on fire. He's got that red arrow for a reason. And he's going up against MyuNgSiK, who has the exact opposite, in fact, the downwards purple arrow.
5-3 against Zerg, though. You know, not the worst sort of statistics, but 2-4 this season. Pretty crazy hair.
Yeah. He actually changed his hair. It used to be parted in the middle, and now it's kind of swept over his eyebrows.
Yeah. I don't know. Veldo.
You don't like it?
It's okay.
I like it better, actually, than the other hair.
Yeah, the parting in the middle didn't really work out, I think.
Yeah, man.
Has to really do something crazy on this map. Merry-go-round. Horrible for Protoss.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking a third base, man. I think he's going to go for it. I think he's just going to go two base all in. Would not be surprised if he decides to go for third base. Maybe MyuNgSiK's got a better idea of what he wants to do in this matchup than I do, but looks like we're going to jump into it, guys. It's going to be Rogue versus MyuNgSiK here on Merry-Go-Round for game number 3. Up here in the top right in the red, the Zerg player for the Jin Air Green Wings, it is Rogue.
And 6 o'clock for Prime, MyuNgSiK. Ace. No, I'm sick, man.
Pro League. It's listing actually the schedule out here for Starcraft.
Why?
No, he's just saying like there's StarCraft pretty much every day.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like Pro League, and then you got GSL, and then SSL, GSL, and then...
He like writes out the schedule, and everyone's just like, well, I guess
You're like, yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah, StarCraft is on those days. Well done.
Well, I think the biggest point there is that just like StarCraft is coming back in full swing here in 2015. Like every single day there's StarCraft. It's just awesome. Like if you can sit down any night of the week and just watch a game of StarCraft out here in Korea on the same time zone. Sorry for you guys out there in other countries who can't, but
Australia can.
That's true.
Yeah, we do well with GSL.
Yeah.
And Pro League.
Yeah. Well, we are seeing a bit of a time travel back to the olden days. Once again, we're having this wall at the top of the ramp.
Scared of potential early pools, I guess. Is one fear. And we are seeing that nice and early pool from Rogue. Playing on a safe game as well. He knows who's up against. He's up against MyuNgSiK. And MyuNgSiK likes to cheese.
Yeah,
he likes to play dirty, get down and dirty.
I saw a drone going out for Rogue, actually, a little bit earlier, but he brought it back. I wonder if he was not confident to go for it because he saw that probe scouting in the right direction. He thought, oh, if he's going forwards, I just don't want to risk it, you know.
Generally, that would be the reaction to it. You're like, oh, that's a really early probe scout. Okay, I'm going to go for pool first because potential cannon rush can happen.
But instead, it's just gateway straight into Nexus. No cybernetics core. It's pretty fast. And so MyuNgSiK's going to have a bit of economic lead here. Not a huge one. Actually, very, very small, but a little bit of something.
A little something to help him get ahead.
Yeah, man.
Looking at this, I think we'll probably see Rogue go for a fairly well-timed third as well. Just because of how late that Cybercore went down and what he's seen already with the Overlord.
That's exactly what he does. Moonglade reading him like a book. And in these positions, of course, you wouldn't want to expand towards the Protoss. You want to expand as far away as possible.
Give yourself as much time as possible to deal with any sort of timing all-ins or whatnot. I did see that probe on the right side of the map. What is he up to?
It's a sneaky one.
Bit of a sneaky beaky.
Oh, no. No wall here.
Never a good thing. Chronoboost is out. A Zealot first. But Zerglings can still potentially do some damage.
They're looking to do some. One is getting to work on the Nexus at the natural. But, of course, not going to be able to take that down. Spoken at being annoying. And those Lings trying to survive for as long as possible. Not sure where these probes are going. Bit of a bad rally.
Stargate. Stargate's being made in the bottom right. Are these Zerglings going to scout it? Not yet.
Oh, wow. Really nice stalker control, actually, to get behind the Zerglings there and force them back out to the left side.
Oh, Rogue's going down. He's going south towards the Stargate. He sees it. He's like, okay.
Yeah, never mind. There we go. It looks like MyuNgSiK will commit to it.
Most likely Phoenix in this situation. Because once you're busted with an Oracle, you find it very hard to do any sort of damage. Because Spore Crawlers will be up in time.
Yeah, of course. MyuNgSiK known for this kind of airplay. Him and Stats, a couple of Protosses that love to do it a lot of the time. Although I feel Stats has moved away from that kind of style a little bit. Slightly.
Oh, okay. Oracle nonetheless. Let's see when Rogue decides to put down Spores. If he does, I truly hope he does. Or this could be problematic.
Yeah. You know, a bit of reverse psychology could come into play where he's like, oh, because I scouted it, he's just going to go Phoenix, but actually he does go for Oracle. Maybe he's not prepared, but he is throwing down those Spores, so he will be prepared here. Only 2 going down.
5 gateways being added. MyuNgSiK looking for trouble, looking to end this game early. As the standard, we do see Roach 1 half finished and Zergling speed now on the way.
It's an interesting build because with the Oracles, you don't actually have to do economic damage. They're very good against Zerglings. And if you go for heavy Stalker comp, it's good against the Roaches. You can, with a lot of gateways, put on a ton of pressure with the Oracles. And already you see Spinecrawler coming down as Rogue begins to realize this. And MyuNgSiK now getting some damage done onto that Queen. Oracle has to be careful here, losing a bit of health. Wants to back off and fight with the gateway units.
Nothing but Zerglings being made so far. I don't know about this. Finally, Roaches on the menu. But is it too late, though?
That's a lot of Protoss units, man. There's no Spinecrawler here. A huge Time Warp as well. And with 4 Zealots in the front, as well as this Oracle to join into the play here. He's going to go ahead and focus down that Queen right away. Actually does not get it there. One more hit will do it, but he's not actually getting that Queen down. Nonetheless, he is still doing a ton of damage right now. Getting a bunch of drones right now. He's taking out the Roaches as well. There's a lot of gateway units, man.
That might be too many. There's not enough Roaches in there. He's kind of caught between all the production lines. So it's like any reinforcements that come are going to get one shot. We do see a bit of a counterattack with some Zerglings getting some probe kills.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's even going to do much, man. He's going to be able to get that hatchery, or rather he's just going to walk up the ramp and try to attack this before Rogue is able to get a big ball of units. And this is just so many Stalkers, so many Zealots to tank as well. And Rogue isn't even mining at his natural anymore.
Yeah,
Rogue is pissed. Did you see him in the booth? He just threw down his hands.
Yeah, he's not happy. No one would be happy losing this kind of style.
Dancing the Zealots. Rogue is very, very mad with this one.
Yeah.
But nice build by MyuNgSiK. I really have to give it to him. Rogue definitely not expecting this. A little bit late on the units and taking advantage of Rogue going for 6 gates with 1 Oracle here. Very, very fast. And GG is called. MyuNgSiK's able to do it.
Prime winning 2-1. And now they get to play Creator against SOS, a weakened SOS in recent times.
Yeah, man. It's like the story we were telling before is finally coming true. If MyuNgSiK is able to pull off a crazy build against Rogue and get a win, Creator, he's a very emotional player. He works off the momentum of his teammates. And if he can just build off of this and play the PvP of his life against one of the best Protosses in the world, We could see Prime taking a 3-1 against Jin Air.
They're on a bit of a roll right now. No, everyone kind of counted them out, and I guess they are still out no matter what, but they can put on some good games. Not really being able to make it into that top 4 at this point. Still, it's great to see them powering up.
Pretty crazy, man. This is not what I expected at all. Honestly, when I heard the coach of Jin Air, or rather SKT, saying, "Oh, I would love for Prime to win over Jin Air," I was just like, I don't think it's going to happen, man. But here we have it. Already Prime up 2-1, and in a very good spot here to take the win. Even if they lose this one, they could play Creator once again if they expect a Protoss or possibly another player. Maybe Yoda, he was looking good today. They have decent options for the ace match.
They do. I have a feeling that we'd probably see Maru again if that came to it. Maru, pretty good at pretty much everyone on that team. Pretty much a sure bet, but it's going to be SOS versus Creator next. Going to be on Foxtrot Labs. Interesting map for this.
Yeah.
Usually goes to the mid game pretty easily because it is hard to kind of pressure in this kind of this map.
Very true.
Ramps and chokes.
A lot of ramps, like you were saying, a lot of area for actually proxies. We've seen it a couple of times, I believe. You know, if they do top right and bottom left, we've seen like an Oracle proxy here and like another one down here as well, just from my memory.
Yeah.
A lot of Oracle proxies because it's easy to hide stuff on this map. Kind of